Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the McGonagall Boxing Podcast. So I just want to get down to it. Obviously the latest news, and we're literally, 3 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away from Joshua Paul. The fight that just seems crazy even talking about. The big breaking news is Jake Paul is making Joshua, who's currently obviously been out the ring a year now, over a year, 15 months. So he's up to 265, which, Joshua's always in shape, but obviously he's thick set and quite heavy, dense and muscle right now. He's making him lose 20 pounds. He's making him lose that weight within a 3-week window, which pretty much amounts to a pound a day, which of course, the first couple of pounds, anyone that's done weight loss will know will be quite comfortable. But as he starts to get closer and closer to the target weight, which has been set at £245, is going to get more challenging, because anything lower than 245 for Joshua, is going to be unhealthy. He's not 30 anymore. He's not 27 anymore. He's 36, pushing 37. It gets harder and harder to drop that weight as you get into your late 30s. So he's got to be careful here. I hope, and losing the weight so quickly, obviously, normally you'd have an 8-week camp, 8 to 10 week camp, Joshua. He's very professional, and you do that slowly over time. But to lose that amount of weight over a short period of time, 3 weeks, is not a lot. So, listen, Joshua should still, I believe, he thinks, just go over there and hit Paul twice with a combo and get him out there in the first round, probably within a minute. And a lot of people are expecting that. But all I'm saying is you're going to be weaker. He's not going to be the Ngannou Joshua, who's dense, thick, strong, heavy set, not weight drained. He's going to be a bit weight drained. And we saw the consequences of that with Eubank Ben. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be anywhere near competitive as that, but I'm just showing it doesn't matter who you fight. If you're weight drained and weak, you're not going to have the amount of power and spring. So Jake Paul's done it again, hasn't he? He's pulled the wool over our eyes. He's been quite sneaky and deceptive here. So you're not going to get a Joshua at his best. Can he? Can't lose that amount of weight. That would not be a comfortable fighting weight for Joshua, I guarantee it. He'd probably be minimum 252, 255. That's probably the weight he'd feel comfortable, and that's where he's been coming in the last couple of years, of course. I think the lightest he's been for some considerable time was like 4 years ago when he fought Usyk. But he had to be. That was strategic, and he had plenty of time to do that. I think he had like a 10-week camp, didn't he? That's why he took the loss so badly post-fight, because he'd been training so hard. So this is, I'm not saying it's a game changer. I'm not saying it's going to affect result, but Paul's done it again. I expect Josh to not pull out, but he's trying to balance as much as he can, isn't he, in his playing field. And I'm just surprised Joshua's taken all these allowances, his agreements. He's a big enough name to go no, but clearly he's seen that pot of gold. They're saying it's, something ridiculous, isn't it, 80 million. And he's gone, yep, I'll have that, I'll accept that. Paul always does this. He always throws a stipulation in which completely, doesn't even the goalpost. It makes it an open goal for him. And this is almost an open goal. So watch this space, but I think Paul's done it again. And this could make things interesting if Joshua doesn't get him out of there in, the first 2 rounds, which, of course, 95% sure he will do. But if he doesn't, then he's going to be weight drained and weak. And Paul, if he starts throwing haymakers, you never know. But like I say, that's still in dreamland, but he's sneaky, it's devious, it's Jake Paul to a T here. I just hope Joshua knocks him out. And these silly little games that Paul always plays, these silly little stipulations, turns a boxing match into WWE, ends for good on the 19th of December. But watch this space, guys. It's going to be interesting. Joshua is going to have to train very, very hard the next 3 weeks, and let's hope he does it right.